All right, welcome to the Draftaholics, where we draft any and everything. On tonight's episode, we're continuing our power rankings, our NFL power rankings from that we did last week. We already did 32 to 17. That's going to come up on the screen soon. Spoiler alert. So if you want to watch that one, go back and watch that one. All right. We're going to continue this. Do we want to talk about the Bears and Patriots anymore?
I will. I'll debate that some more.
Did we settle on a bet?
Yes. Actually, Mike and I did settle. Mike, you want to go ahead, man?
Yeah. So if you haven't watched part one, maybe you don't even want to watch that one. You just want to know who's 16 through one, and you're just watching this one first. We made a bet, me and Tom, last episode. Who's going to have the better defense this year? And we're going by points per game. Is it going to be the Bears or is it going to be the Patriots? Right. So I have the Patriots. He has the Bears as part of this bet. Andy, we've done something similar with you before, but the loser of this bet has to wear a costume of the other person's choice during the next episode after that is fulfilled. So it should be interesting what I pick for Tom or what Tom picks for me, but either way, it's going to be fun.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
So we have a little wait, though. We have to wait till the end of the season.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how long the bet was, no matter what. So.
Yeah.
Talk about a cliffhanger, right?
Us remembering is the biggest issue here.
That's going to be
There
the
you
biggest
go.
issue. Yeah. I feel like there was a lot of bets that nothing really happened from those in previous.
I was supposed to get my chest shaved one time. Never did that.
Yeah, that didn't happen, huh? The wax? Was it wax or shaved?
Yeah, the waxed. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's keep this thing rolling then. I didn't introduce you guys, so
Yeah, that's all right.
yeah. All right. We'll just go. We'll just go then.
Yeah, just do it.
You see our names. You see our names on there.
All right.
All right.
So me, right?
Andy,
I'm
it's
kicking
back
us
on
off.
you at 16.
So this is 16, but this is the team I have 17, so it's my lowest ranked team. I'm going with the Steelers. I think, we pretty much know what to expect. Tomlin's gonna have them coached up. They're probably gonna have a winning record by a game or two. Their defense is like a top 8 defense last year. They're gonna be good. They got Jalen Ramsey. TJ Watt had a down year for him, which is funny because I think he still finished top 4 in defensive player of the year, which is hilarious. They just have skill. They got Cam Hayward. Their defense is fine. Their coach is fine. They had Rodgers, who we all know is, a little bit of a head case, but Tomlin's proved anything. It's that he can manage big personalities. So their offense, in my mind, has to get better. Caleb Johnson ad, Caleb Johnson, Caleb Johnson ad,
Caleb.
and the DK Metcalf ad. I mean, those are all plus plays to me. So I see improvement. I could see them sneaking into the playoffs possibly, but their division is tough.
That's what I was going to say. Is this? Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, is this division related? Because to me, they went 10-7 last year, and they got better than last year. So I have them higher than 17, 16. Not much higher. I have them at 13. So it's not like it's absurd, but I do think that they're in the hunt for like 11-6. I could see them going 11-6 this year with what they've done on the defensive end. And then obviously adding Rodgers and DK is an improvement over Pickens. Still have a good offensive line. So I like what they did this year.
Yeah, Tommy, what'd you have them?
The Steelers.
Yeah.
I have them a little bit higher. I had them at 15.
Yeah.
Because when I think about Mike Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers combination, that's a lot of football. They've seen a lot of football.
It is.
And there's not going to be much that you can really throw at them that they're not going to be able to adjust to. However, the limitations of Aaron Rodgers and his old body is what worries me. What I was going to say earlier is if you would have told me in 2019 that Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey, and DK Metcalf are all on the same team, I would have been like, this is unbelievable. They're going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But now I don't know if it's going to be the same outcome.
Yeah. Rodgers is a little long in the tooth for sure.
Yeah.
It's their defense, though. I had them at 14. So we all had them a little bit higher than Andy, but not a ton. All right, Tommy.
Yeah, they're all in the same range.
Yeah, exactly. So on to 15.
Yeah, on to 15. And this is going to be my boom, boom, boom exposure alert to the fraud that has been somehow leaked into the top half of the league. I don't care what you say. There is absolutely no reason. Oh, shoot. Before I say that, I just want to give a shout out real quick to my dad who retired today. Today was his official
congratulations.
retirement. He's a
Congrats.
big fan of the show. Love you, Dad. Congratulations. Enjoy the retirement. Already talking about a trip to the Grand Canyon, so live it up. All right, so
Nice.
back to my pick. My
A
bad.
trip to Rhode
My bad.
Island too, I heard, right?
Yeah, I think he would love to see you.
Yeah.
He would love to see you and meet the kids. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
there we
And the
go.
wife,
There
the
we go.
lady. I got you. But yeah, so let me go ahead and fix this wrong that has been annoying me so bad. At 15, which should be 24, give me the Dallas
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Yeah, that's it.
Kind of figured that was coming.
Yeah, that's who I have at 21. So I figured when you mentioned a fraud last week, this is where it was.
You
But
talk
I'll
about
let
a
you
weak
explain
running
why.
game.
Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Weak running game, offensive, defensive inconsistencies, lack of discipline. I know they had key injuries, and that's happening, but I feel like every year the Cowboys have injuries. You might want to look at a new training staff personally, and ultimately, can Dak do it? Can Dak do it?
He stay healthy.
I don't think he can. Right. I don't think he can. So I think they're a fraud. I know where people can rely, like, oh, but their defense is pretty good. Their defense is if they can stay healthy. And that's the
Is
problem
it?
that
And
they
if
keep
Michael
having.
plays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if Micah
Micah's
decides
there.
that he
Yeah.
wants to be a Cowboy. So
Yeah.
that's who I have as a fraud. They sneak into the top half of the league, which I don't think they deserve. But I'm glad we caught it soon enough that they didn't get to the top 10 or something crazy like that.
Yeah. I mean, I had him at 16, so I had him right around here. Would you guys have him, Mike, Andy?
I had 21.
Oh, you 21. You said that.
I'm at 15.
15.
So I
Okay.
Okay. All right.
if you can get after the quarterback, which we need Micah to do, but if you can get after the quarterback and your two corners are that aggressive ball hawk type, they're gonna get some interceptions. Their defense is solid, and I like Dak more than most. I don't love him, but I mean Pickens can play, CD can play. Yeah, they got a weak running game, but I don't see a reason that they're 24. I think that's
Yeah, I think that locker room is going to be crazy with CD and Pickens in there. Those are two personalities that I'm actually eager. I kind of wish they do the in-season hard knocks with the Dallas Cowboys.
I
Jerry.
will say that with a locker room like that, with Jerry Jones as your general manager and owner, obviously he has a personality, right? And it's Dallas.
No.
Those fans are ruthless to anybody. The Schottenheimer, first year head coach, have what it takes to do something this year.
Right.
That's a
like, I
ton
don't
of
know.
pressure on that dude.
That's a
Ton
ton
of
of pressure, right?
Yeah.
So
with
I don't know. I just
with
don't
your
see it happening
superstar
this year.
holding out too, like
Yeah.
you got to think
Yeah.
you've planned going into this job to have that dude on your roster.
I think it really does ride on a lot of it rides on Micah. Absolutely.
Does
'Cause-
anybody here
yeah.
think he plays elsewhere this year?
It's
I
so
strike
hard
while
to
the
say.
iron's hot. People are going to give 3 first round draft picks for him. You got to do it because you got to admit you're in a rebuild phase and you can build a lot with first round draft picks, multiple of them. So I think if Dallas is smart, they get over their pride, get over their ego. You want to go? Let's get what we can. Have a great
Yeah.
day.
I don't think an 83-year-old Jerry Jones wants to rebuild, though. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, I get that.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting. All right. So I'm gonna go at what are we at? 14 now?
14, yeah.
14. I'm gonna go with another team. This is gonna be probably a controversial one. You guys probably have them decent amount higher because they were I think they were a 14-3 team last year, maybe 15-2 even. I'm gonna go the Vikings here.
Right.
Nice.
Go on
Okay.
Vikings. I mean, they kind of showed to us for one thing. All of last year, we kind of thought they were fraudulent, right? No one ever was like, "Yeah, that's a dominant team," but they kept
Yeah,
winning.
they got
So you gotta
lucky
give it to
this
them.
one. They got
Yeah,
lucky
exactly.
this one.
And they kind of did. And then come playoff time, they got spanked.
They did. They did get spanked in the playoffs, dude. And everyone knew that was going to happen, right? And it sucks that all season, 14. What are they laughing at? What happened?
I don't know. I think someone
My
opened the door.
dog. Yeah,
Oh.
my dog kicked open the door and Brent like went to grab him and I saw him.
I missed it.
Yeah.
I thought they were laughing at you, Doug, and I tried to like
No,
keep it going.
no,
and I was
no,
like,
no.
I was like, I got you, Doug. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Like, ah.
Jump in. No.
Ugh.
I saw something happen in the background. I didn't know what it was either.
Yeah, that was my wife and my dog. Hello.
I mean, a lot of this rides on JJ McCarthy, right? I don't think we really know what this kid is. Obviously, we don't. He didn't play last year, so I think there's a little hate on Sam Darnold that I think is too much hate on Sam Darnold. I think he's a better quarterback than what people are giving him credit for.
Would you have given him that contract the Seahawks gave him?
I don't even remember what it was, so I don't know. I
Too
mean,
much.
should he be a starter? Should he be a starter? Yeah, I think so. I think he
There's a
earned
scheme on.
that. So
JJ, I forget who it was. I forget if it was a player, the head coach, offensive coordinator, somebody on that team said people need to lower their expectations of JJ McCarthy right away. We have to remember this is basically his rookie
it's
season.
his rookie season.
And it's like, dude, if you're saying that right now, then you're
Yeah.
all but telling everybody, like, don't have
You
high
don't get it.
expectations yet. He's
Right.
gonna make the mistakes, right? So I don't see 14-3 happening, but when you have that receiving core with JJ, Hawk, and Addison after 3 games.
JJ's already a little
Addison
banged
after
up.
3 games.
JJ's already got
Yeah, but he'll be
hammy
fine.
issues. Those things linger. You never know. Addison's
Yeah.
got legal issues. He's going to miss at least 3 games, I think.
That's right. Won't be there week 1, baby.
He won't be there
And
week
they
1.
do have a
against the
good
Bears,
defense.
I imagine. What'd you say,
Their
Mike?
defense is very, very solid.
Their defense is very solid, and I think that's
Right.
what could keep them in games for sure. So where they ended up landing at 14 is probably a little more appropriate than where I had them at 18. So
Whatever will tell them. I had 10.
18.
I had them at 10 as well. A
I
top
like
5
Kevin
defense.
O'Connell, though.
Yeah, I mean,
I do like him too. Yeah, I like Kevin O'Connell.
he took, I mean, how many quarterbacks would you rather play for than him? It's Reed, McVay, and then Kev, right? That's the 3. So, like,
Shanahan,
McCarthy-
maybe? Yeah, Shanahan's up there.
Shanahan, okay. Maybe, yeah. I'm not going to
Ben
disagree with that.
Johnson.
But, I mean, dude, he's a 5-star recruit that went to a defense run happy team in college. And then he's got all the physical tools, and now he's with a great quarterback coach. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not that worried about him. He's a rookie, basically. That's fine.
That's the
They
thing.
still
We just
have
don't know.
good everything
don't know.
else. But they have good literally everything else. So
Yeah.
I'm
But
not
it's
worried
so
about
hard
them
for
too
a
much.
rookie to have that much success like that. I mean, when was the last time one really did?
He's basically Mahomes, not skill wise,
Mahomes
but
was
Mahomes played one
second
game
year. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
comes in. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't foresee
that was
50
Alex
touchdowns.
Smith.
no, I'm
Right.
not saying he's Mahomes, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like we've seen this before where it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
possible.
Absolutely. All right, Mike, you got 2. So you got 13 and 12.
Yeah. I'm going to go 13. I'm going the Cincinnati Bengals here.
Ooh,
And Doug, when we talked about this a couple weeks ago, if you remember, I had the Bengals pretty high up on my list.
I want to say like 7.
I think there was 7, right? That was when I initially did my no research type of just 1 through
Well, you
32
basically
power
were like
rankings.
defenses don't matter. Is what you did.
No,
there.
that's not what I said.
Explain that.
That's not at all what I said. But I did say that I think they got better on the defensive end. They drafted defense. I don't know if Hendrickson's going to play though. That's one that way I really don't know because that's
I
been
don't
lingering
know,
for
yeah.
a long time. If he doesn't play, then they're going to be lower than where I have him right now at 13, probably.
But even with him, right?
uh,
Like he led the league in sacks last year, didn't he? I think. And they were the worst
he did.
defense.
I don't know
like,
that answer. Did he?
they were
Yeah,
one of the
they
worst defenses in history, even with that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I have them ranked 30th in my power rankings for defense and ranked 3rd in offense. So obviously, almost the same as last year, but I don't think that offense made any major changes. They're going to be exactly what they were last year. So if this defense can even get a little bit better, then they're going to go better than they did 9-8 last year, right? Even 10-7 or 11-6 is in the realm at
Yeah.
13.
So Trey signed 1 year, $21 million deal.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm reading on Spotrac. So it says he's a
Was
free
that
agent
today?
after this year. I don't know. It says 8 million.
I'm surprised he signed a
signing
one-year deal.
bonus, 8 million signing bonus.
Right. Take it.
It's a weird move.
And guaranteed 8 million and then 21. That's what I'm reading.
Huh.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So the defense is going to get better.
No,
So
their
Andy,
defense is gonna be shit. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah,
But
it
their
is.
offense is incredible, and
Their offense is
power
elite.
league.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
Offense might be the best in the league. So
from October
It's
on, because they take September off every year, and it blows my
Every
fucking
year,
mind.
dude.
Yeah.
The whole
Why
team,
do they do
if
that?
they could win 2 games in September, they'd be in the playoffs every year.
it is a
They just
weird
don't.
thing. It's got to be coaching, right? I can't. What else
Yeah, it
can
has
you
to be.
really attribute
They
that
have
to?
the saltest training camps in the
Yeah.
world. I don't know.
Right.
It's got to be.
I mean,
But
I
here,
think
I had
this
them
year,
way high.
Where'd you have them, Tommy?
I had them at 5.
Wow.
I
Let's
have
hear it,
them
Tom.
at 5.
Let's hear it.
Here's the thing. Burrow's going to be healthy again. And last time I checked, there's not a person on planet Earth that can guard Chase. Right?
It's not.
So,
No.
like, you think about Pittsburgh picking up Jalen Ramsey. That's for T. Higgins. They're going to have to bracket Jamar on this backside. 3 people defending 2. What are you going to do?
What are you laughing
Like-
at, Andy? There's something else you're
I just love
laughing
how into it he gets. I just love it.
at.
I love it. He's got,
Like,
gets
he's got
fired
the
up.
hand motions.
Listen, I got a whiteboard right here, buddy. I'll draw it up. But I just like to me,
He's got a
I
punching
think
bag right in front of him.
you said it. They're one of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah.
The league. If Joe can stay healthy, now hopefully the OC, I don't even know who the OC is, but maybe we're just doing dumps until the defense bites up, and then we use Chase down low. I just to put them at 13,
13.
not even top 10. Like, ooh, I can't
So,
wait to
Tom,
hear
what
you
did
two
you say
top
they
10.
had one of the best offenses last year too?
Yeah, they
And
did.
went 9-8.
No, because Burrow wasn't healthy.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he
Not
led the
the
league in
whole
passing
year.
yards. Yeah, he was. I don't even think he missed a game.
Didn't he miss like the first 2?
No. They said they were worried if it was going to linger. If the
Yeah,
injury was
his
going to linger
wrist,
from last
his
year.
wrist going
His
in.
wrist.
Right.
He led the league in passing yards last year.
But
They
it
were-
didn't linger.
Oh yeah, I know he led the league because he is amazing.
He's
And
a
then, like,
stud.
going into camp 100%. Like, okay, now listen, I may be a little biased because I watched that Netflix show Quarterback and they figured him a lot, but
There you go.
I think he's so good. And literally, to me,
I like the Bengals. I don't know.
Jamar Chase is the best receiver
Yeah,
in the
he is.
league,
There's no question.
not Justin Jefferson. I love Justin Jefferson, but Jamar Chase is Justin Jefferson with another 35 pounds of muscle.
I'm not disagreeing, but when Doug, you say there's no question, there's a question. It's
There's a
yeah,
question,
it's
yeah.
Jamar.
Is there a
I
question?
agree, it's Jamar, but
Oh.
there's a question
And doesn't it blow your mind they were on the same college team?
with Bart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With-
right.
yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
guard these guys?
Hey, you don't,
That's
which is why
insane,
they're
man.
one of the greatest.
All
college
right,
teams of
Andy,
all time.
where did you have him? Because I was thinking you would be
Oh,
the
that's
high
a good
guy.
question. No, I like him. I like him. 'cause he's an
I knew
offensive
you've always
lead.
been a Bengals guy. So
Let's see here. I had him at 9.
okay.
I had him at 9.
Okay.
So
Doug?
I had him at 13. I had him exactly where they went.
Okay.
But for me, would I be shocked if they end the season as a top 5? No, I wouldn't.
No.
So it's just
Exactly,
the defense
exactly.
needs to get better.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right. This is number 12 for me.
Yep, on 12. Yep.
All right. Number 12, I guess at 12, I'm thinking that this team is going to have a little bit of regression, but I'm going Commanders here. They went 12-5 last year. I'm not sure if the 12th best team in the NFL is 12-5. Maybe it's around there, or is it 11-6? I don't know. But I could see a tiny bit of a sophomore slump coming from Jaden Daniels, and not so much a sophomore slump, but more of a defense has had a year now to prepare for who they know Jaden Daniels is, and not this rookie where we knew his play style, but no one knew he was going to be that good his rookie year. So, a lot more defensive schemes against Jaden Daniels. Let's see if he can handle it. But as far as their team overall goes, I don't think they've made any major changes, right? And now, obviously, Bobby Wagner's a year older. You picked up Cooper Kupp, but he's not. No, they didn't get Cooper
No,
Kupp.
no, he's
They
in
got,
Seattle.
They got
Seattle.
Debo.
Oh,
Cooper
Debo,
went
yeah.
to Seattle.
Debo, that's right. Yeah, they picked up Debo, which he's a shell of who we used to be in San Francisco. Maybe, I mean, if he lost the weight and he's coming into camp looking better than he did in the offseason, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see them making major strides into the top 10 yet.
Yeah, I could see them sliding a little bit this year because I don't think Jaden Daniels is going to be as good as he was. Terry McLaurin thing scares me a little bit.
It does.
Mhm.
So if they don't figure that out, I think that's the biggest issue on offense right there because I know they just had the joint practices with the Patriots. They were dumping down the entire practice. They weren't throwing deep at all. So they're missing that if he doesn't come back.
Where'd you
It's
guys
like
have
watching.
them?
It's like watching Tom Brady play all over again. Well done, Doug. I had him at 11.
Okay.
The first
So right
3
there.
years of his career.
I see the
I-
regression. I'm with you on the regression, Mike. I got him at 11.
I had him at 7.
I think they're
I
still
get it.
a good team, but they're very old. They're the oldest team in the NFL by
Yeah.
like multiple years on average. And I don't know if they made any moves to get better. It depends on really if Debo's Debo or if he's washed.
Yeah,
But-
look at their offensive weapons because even like McLaurin's the best one. I think he's going to be 30 this year. He's
Yeah, he's
definitely
coming in
29.
hot.
Eckler's 30, running back. Zach Ertz is like 35. Debo's pushing 30. Yeah, it's an
And then
old offense.
even on the defensive end, Bobby Wagner and Von Miller, right? He's what? He's got to be 34, 35, right?
Yeah, that's a
I
wild move.
think he's like
Let's
36.
go. Let's go pick up a
36?
40-year-old Von Miller.
How do we get older?
Yeah,
Guys, what do we
exactly.
do to get older?
Yeah. How can we
Tom,
make
where'd
this
you have
happen?
him?
257th. Fuck the Washington Commanders. Fuck Jaden Daniels.
What's the hate on Commanders?
I think
Did
it's the
you not
1-2.
watch the Hail Mary? After
Oh,
that, his
shit.
freaking
Yeah.
his trajectory
Yeah,
went
yeah.
boom, and I was like, Ugh.
Yeah,
So,
that was brutal.
No, I had them 27 because I hate them. I was totally being biased. There was no way they were going to look good. So fuck them.
So that's why you haven't picked them yet, because you knew your
Because you
bias
knew it
put
was
them
too
there.
low.
They were wrong.
Correct. Yes.
Tom ranked 31 teams.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Andy, what'd you say you had him?
At 11. I had him at 11.
11. Okay. So I was the only one in the top 10, but that's probably my bias because that's my second team if I was to call a second team. So, all right. So it's back on me. All right. I'm going to go
Yes,
Texans
sir.
here. I'm going Texans at
Ooh.
11. I don't know. I don't have any major reasons. I think they're going to be good, obviously. I think CJ Stroud is actually going to take a step forward. I think at this point in the whole rankings here, we actually probably need to be like pushing the team rather than like saying how bad they are. Because
Right,
eventually
We're
this
we're
team's
in the
we're
going
top
to be,
now,
yeah,
right?
they're
We're in
starting
the
to get better.
playoffs. We're in the playoffs. So yeah,
We're
for sure.
These are playoffs teams now. I don't know. I like the addition of Christian Kirk as a slot guy. I think their defense is solid. It's yeah, like I said, I think the CJ Stroud thing last year, I think that was kind of fraudulent. I don't think he's that bad. I think he's going to
Agreed.
come back to form with kind of his rookie season again. So
Same.
that's where I got
Yeah.
them at, what did I say, 11?
11.
We're at right now?
Yeah, I had them at 12, so right around the same.
I actually had him
Yeah.
at 15 though, but I'm picking him at 11.
Oh, you had him at 15.
I had him
Okay.
at 15,
I just
yep.
think they're, even if CJ Stroud doesn't like go back to what he was his rookie year, their defense is top
Yeah.
10. I have him sixth overall in the NFL.
You
Their
love
defense
Will
is
Anderson
solid.
Jr., brother.
Yeah.
You love
Yeah,
that
everybody
dude.
everybody should love
Yeah.
Will Anderson Jr.
He's so good.
Andy
I think
did not love Will Anderson Jr. in the Madden franchise we did last year
That's
because he
right.
destroyed him every
Oh,
time.
God. Oh, yeah, we don't need to talk about that. I had Houston at 8. I think I might
Did
be
you
the
really?
high guy
Okay.
here.
I have him
Yeah.
8 as well. Yes.
Why
Tom,
do you guys
do you
think?
want to take it or you want?
Yeah,
you
when
go-
you
you go
guys tell me
first.
why they're so.
I'll tell you who I think is, like Mike already said. I think CJ Stroud had a good rookie year, got a little arrogant, didn't have that same drive because everybody's telling him how good he was, had a little bit of a slip, not as successful of a season, and realized that, oh shit, I got to put that work in every day and spend a lot of time in the offseason grinding. And I think he's going to have a great, I would say top 10 quarterback this year because he's got just the skills needed. He's got that flick of the wrist to get it downfield. He's got the mobility, the athleticism to get out. I think his his rookie year wasn't really a fluke. I think that was a show of what he could be.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Nico Collins is a stud. I think he's like a poor man's Randy Moss kind of. He's like 6'5", 215-ish.
But
If
he
he
has the
stays
desire
healthy,
to get that football.
yeah, if he
Yeah.
stays healthy all year, I think he's
Go
a
blue.
stud.
Yeah, health is an issue with him. I think that they were kind of smart with the Christian Kirk thing because I have my doubts about seeing Tank Dell this
Tank Dell.
year.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I don't think he's playing.
I think they said they prepared his LCL and his MCL, and then they had to wait 7 weeks to do his ACL and his PCL or something like that.
Even if he
So,
comes
like,
back, he's not going to be the same guy.
right?
You know.
we had
No.
ACL surgery at the same time, and I'm sure he's doing much better than I am. But it is very long, and I'd be
Yeah.
surprised to see him. With that said, dude, I really do like their defense. I like their defensive line. I think Derek Stingley's a top 3 or 4 corner in the NFL. I think they got the pieces. So far the coach has been, D'Amico's been pretty solid. I have no reason to hate him. And their offensive line was one of the biggest pieces of trash I've ever seen last year. I audibly gasped watching them try to protect their quarterback. So when they started
Joe
trading
Mixon
people,
had a good year though.
yeah, I don't know how, but they could
Yeah.
not protect. They couldn't pass protect to save CJ's life. So
So
yeah, I'm on board with all. And I'm going to say it, but that division's trash. So I think they're going to get gifted a couple wins here and there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I wonder, and again, I have no idea. I haven't watched tape on it, but looking at his like throwing style and everything, it seems like maybe he holds on to it a little bit too long though sometimes.
And I think a
Maybe.
lot of kids do that, especially kids who come from big programs.
Yeah.
Like you look at Justin Fields at Ohio State too, that's a problem that they have because they're used to the five-star offensive linemen
Yeah.
protecting them against future bankers
Right.
and
Yeah,
future
exactly.
all-pros,
Yeah.
right? So they used to have that little bit of time. In the league, everybody is elite. Everybody is fast.
Much faster.
What the
All
fuck's
right,
wrong with
let's get into
bankers,
the
Tom?
top
Yeah, I
10.
knew it. I
Back
knew
it,
it.
yeah. What?
I
Nothing.
knew it.
But not on the football field.
Tommy, kick us off in the top 10 here.
Yeah, I had this one at 13, but I'm not disappointed to bring them into the top 10. I think Mr. Jim Harbaugh in year two is like historically good. And I think the Chargers with their freaking defense and Justin Herbert at the helm, I think they're going to be a very, very good, tough team to face week in and week out. Their defense is going to be elite too. He brought the defensive coordinator from Michigan. Oh shit, what is his name?
I
Jesse
don't know
Minter.
his name.
Jesse
Okay.
Minter, and he had Michigan's defense elite. His second year as a defensive coordinator, getting Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, getting the best out of them. Like, I think they're going to be pretty good.
Yeah,
Joey
Harbaugh's got
Bosa's
all his
gone, man.
guys.
Those boss is gone. He's on the Bills.
That's right. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God damn it! I actually just watched that Hard Knocks episode today.
Harbaugh has all of his guys, though. He is building the type of team he wants. They're going to run the hell out of the ball. They're going to have a good defense. And
Yeah,
they're going to be in every game, you know?
Right.
It's crazy how quickly he was able to turn this into a Harbaugh. Is it Jim? Jim.
Jim, yeah.
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, John's
offense
in
and defense.
Baltimore, yeah.
John's in Baltimore.
Yeah.
He needed one season. And now this is like exactly what he wants out of a football team. And when you have Jim Harbaugh's style of play with Justin Herbert at quarterback,
Right.
that's pretty
Yeah.
damn good because if
Yeah,
this was a
right.
pass heavy offense, you're happy with Herbie at quarterback. Never mind a run heavy power
Right.
line.
Play action, biting the linebackers, dumping it behind them. Yep.
Yeah. I think the AFC West is going to be a really strong division overall,
Well, we still got
Yeah.
two teams left.
outside of maybe
Well,
yeah, we
the
do.
Raiders, obviously. But
Yeah.
I
Whatever you want to have them before we move on.
had the Chargers at 14.
I had them at 11.
I think a little.
at-
I don't. Their defense finished number one, and I will put money on it that does not happen this year.
Well,
dude.
yeah, it hardly ever happens back to
No,
back.
I just don't. I think they're gonna. I think their corners. I think they're outside of Derwin James. I think their secondary's booty. I think that their defense is really gonna have a solid fall off this year. But I'm a believer in Harbaugh and their offense and the way he calls games, and I'm sure they'll be just fine.
Where'd you have them, Mike? What'd you say?
Adam 9.
Okay. So you were the high guy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to 9. Andy, you got 9 and 8.
All right, so at 9, this is my 13th overall team. I'm taking San Fran. We all like Shanahan. Purdy solid. Is McCaffrey healthy? Well, nobody will know. I don't think he even knows until they get out there. Fred Warner's the man, but he's a year older. Outside of Bosa, I just feel like that team has lost a lot of players. I feel like they're just not. I feel like there's a lack of talent on this team, and I
Which is crazy
can't
to
remember
say.
where they finished. It is because they were the most
The
talented
most
team
talented,
2 years
like
ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
And where did they finish defensively last year? It was not good. Hold on.
I
They
don't.
finished 29th. And
Mm.
I don't see a way that they really improved that. Debo's gone, he was washed up anyway. And Ayuk isn't really, he hasn't been in camp. He's been hurt. Purcell hasn't really looked the part. Jawan Jennings is looking for a contract. I just don't.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
receivers are very
see it.
iffy this year. I'd say George Kittle's going to eat.
He's the man.
I don't
George
know.
Kittle is the man.
I think so. Andy, you having them at 13, I understand you talking them down. I have them at 6.
Let's
I
hear
had
it.
them
Wow.
pretty
Okay, I had
damn
him at
high.
8. So
Because originally when I thought of the 49ers, they did lose a lot of pieces, and I was like, damn, they're gonna have a bad season. But then you start looking at the talent they still have there, and obviously a lot of this falls on is Christian McCaffrey healthy or not, but they still have weapons on that offense with Trent Williams, right? On defense, they still have Fred Warner and Nick Bosa and Lenore, right? So they still have the powerhouse pieces. They lost some of the depth. They lost, I think, Ufunga, right? I think he's
Yeah.
gone this year. So they lost a lot of the pieces, but I still think they have a solid year, even with some of those gone, because they still have enough there, especially with Shanahan coaching that offense.
Yeah, it'll
Name
be
name
interesting.
one other person on that defense besides the three you just named. Because I
Well,
don't think Lenore.
I
I
have
don't
those
think
ones
Lenore-
written down.
I don't think
Right?
Lenore is that good.
Remember last time he said he's got three
He's
got
offensive
three
and three
offense,
defensive
three
players.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point, though. And Trent Williams, who is, the best left tackle since, I don't know, Walter
Ever.
Jones or
Maybe
or
ever.
or Ogden or Orlando Pace, whatever you might have him, maybe ever. But the dude's like 38 years old. Like it's got to come to a closure at some point.
Yeah, it'll be
it
interesting. It
doesn't.
seems like the window could be just about shut, but you never know. I had him at 8, so
I had him at
Pretty high,
6.
Yeah.
So
You guys are all that high on San Fran, huh?
yeah.
but see, what is my theme
The
been
coach,
almost
big time
every
coach.
bingo? It's the coach. That's who, like, to me, is the rankings swayer. Moves them up, moves them down.
I mean, they had the same coach last year. What'd they do?
See, but the problem is injuries. Injuries are devastating because they don't happen in practice. They happen mid-game.
I know, but I mean, we could say injuries about any team. How many teams are going to lose a player or two and they're going to fall off?
Yeah.
How
But I
many
think in the
players
last few
are
seasons-
CMC caliber?
You can
Pretty-
say injuries
pretty good
for any
amount to
team,
running
but
back.
nobody's had more injuries than the Niners. In
It
the last
seems that
couple
way, at
seasons,
least.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Every week they have somebody going down. Every week.
You know what? I'm moving Buffalo down my list.
Yeah.
Actually, I would have preferred if you guys took him at like 32. You guys, I know I hate the
Right.
hype. I hate it.
All right,
All right, Andy, what's at 8?
Green Bay. I got Green Bay.
Yeah,
They're
like
they're
that.
12. They're 12 for me. I'm not entirely sure how you guys have them. I like Jordan Love. I don't know why he gets this kind of pass as somebody that's done something. He's done nothing. He had a good
He got
at-bat
hurt
That's
last
the
year.
problem.
one time.
He's done
They-
nothing.
They got a bunch of great second, third options at receiver. They don't have a one. We'll see if Golden's that. Their defense is good. Their coach is good. Jacobs is good. He's a little bit older. Little wear and tear on his body, but I just don't see how this team is like going into the season where I'm like, that's an elite caliber team. That's a team that's going to contend for a ring.
I
just
think
don't have
I
that.
think I tend to agree with you, and I think I would actually probably put the Broncos, Chargers, and Bucks, and maybe even the Bengals ahead of them at this point on my rankings. But I did have them at 9, so I'm part of the problem why they got so high up. Mike, where were you?
I had them at 11, right outside of the top 10. But I had Andy, kind of like you said, they're so like consistently just good. I
Mhm.
have them with the 11th best offense, the 14th best defense, and the 11th best coach in the league. So like
Yeah.
all levels across the board, they're just good at every area, just not great in anything.
Tommy, where'd you have?
Wonder-
Green Bay, I had at 12.
Okay, so they snuck
Matt
into
Lef-
this top 10, really.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because
So
they
how does it
are
go?
talented. They are talented. I love Matt LaFleur. I wish he wasn't coaching in green and gold. I wish he was coaching somewhere else. But where I just don't get the hype of anything from Jordan Love, because if you watch him, he hasn't done anything. He is as inconsistent as a lot of quarterbacks that wear number 18 for Chicago, but for some reason they catch more flack than he does. I don't know.
Jordan Love looks nice sometimes though. He does pass the eye test.
And so does
up there-
Caleb.
up there.
But every
that
Caleb
bad
looks nice
throw.
because he paints his fingernails.
That's what it is. There's hate on that.
I knew that'd come up sooner or later.
All right, Tommy, who's at 7?
I'm gonna hit my number 17
Ooh,
at
yeah.
7, which
There you
I
go.
like. We're gonna get that jackpot. Let me get Detroit. Let me get
Why not?
Detroit right there.
Oh,
I
that's
think-
a little NFC North 8.
No, listen to me. Let
Losing
me
two
talk.
coordinators is
I love Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's an elite coach, but Dan Campbell wasn't an elite coordinator before taking this position. He just lost the two big anchors, which helped make that team possible. That dude make you want to run through a freaking brick wall, but how long is that going to last when they re-brick the wall and now the pass over here, but you got to find it with a different play. He wasn't a good coordinator. He had to rely on those guys. Both those guys are gone, and the people replacing them are unproven Coordinators, not somebody who's already been a coordinator like Eberflus in Dallas. These guys have never been a coordinator, never been a head coach. How do they perform? And I've said it once on this show. I'll say it again. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the most overrated receiver
The hate for
in
Amon-Ra
the
is
league.
You're such an idiot. You're such an idiot, dude.
In the league. Zero
This is-
yak.
this
That
is the
boy
year.
catches the ball and he's down because
This is the
Ben
year.
Johnson. Yes, you're
This is the
right.
year. This
We're
is,
going
you
to
told me
see
you said
because
this.
Ben
Well,
Johnson,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. What
elite
you've been
offense
saying.
got him open, and
Yeah.
now we're going to see this dude's not going to have 800 freaking yards, and they're
Whoa,
like, "Oh, what happened? What
Tom?
happened?" Now, no, hold on now. When I look at the two receivers,
I smell it
St.
back
Brown
here.
and J-Mo, I pick J-Mo all day, every day. Jameson Williams is an elite receiver. Amon St. Brown is a good athlete who gets open, works hard.
I think they're both really good. I think they're both very different too.
No,
I think they're both
there's-
solid players. I don't know if I would take Jameson over Amon-Ra.
No.
I think that's a little insane. Well,
If
can we
you
go back to the
remember that
800 number?
Jameson Williams is
Can we
like
go back to the
21
800
years
number?
old and he does stupid shit, and now as he gets older, he'll stop doing stupid
Is that
shit.
is that what you know NFL players for? Getting mature at their early 20s?
Too early? Yes. Yes.
800 yards, 800 yards. You're saying he's not gonna have
Hey,
800 yards?
let's put the mark at 850. I'm taking that under.
Oh wow. I mean, you got to
Are
take that.
Nuts.
Yeah, that seems
No.
like easy money, dude.
Okay.
What do-
All
We'll
right.
do it. We'll bet
All
it.
right.
We'll bet it all.
Man's got to
But-
play Jalen Johnson twice a year. Jalen Johnson shuts people down every time. So,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
would you like to
850.
make a wager? Because I'll wear a funky hat that year, too. I'll do a whole outfit with a good hat. You let me know what you want.
I'm gonna make you put on a
promise you-
Jaden Daniels
I
jersey.
stand. I
don't
stand
think-
on business when it comes to that guy.
So-
I'll wear an Amon-Ra St. Brown jersey. How about that?
There you go. That's the bet. I don't think it's even in that egregious of a spot that he put him. Really, I have him at 6.
Oh no, yeah,
I mean,
I had him at 5.
Yeah.
I have him 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he was the low man on it, but
Yeah, he was. He was. What was that? 8 that we just picked?
7.
7.
that was
I believe he
7.
went
Seven.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
really-
when you're this high in the rankings, 7 to 4 is a big difference.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that. That's fair.
so
that's a
I guess
tier.
so. Go ahead, Mike. Why do you have him at 4? We got a little time here.
I do agree that they lost weapons. I mean, they lost their 2 anchors that coordinated.
That's
the
not
offense and
helping your
defense, but
argument.
I know, but when
Exactly.
you have this much talent on your offense and this
Yeah,
much
the talent's
speed,
still there.
I mean, Amon-Ra, I love Amon-Ra. I think he's one of the best route runners in the league, and he does it perfectly. They got arguably the best offensive lineman with Penny Sewell. They got Jamar Gibbs. Goff is a great game manager for that team. Laporta, like that offense is just too powerful for somebody to go in there and not do well. So I just don't see. And then the defense, they have the best safeties in the league, and you have Dan Campbell that's going to motivate them.
Listen,
Didn't your boy
one
get,
thing-
didn't one of them just get hurt?
No,
Leave it on, I'm
CJ
looking at it.
Gardner-Johnson isn't on that team.
Yeah, he's not
Is that what
there
you're thinking?
anymore. There's
No.
three people that you will never hear me talk trash about on the Detroit Lions. That is Penei Sewell, because you'd be an idiot to talk bad about him. My man, Jahmyr Gibbs. You guys know I hate the Lions, but got love for him.
You do love
And
yourself.
Brian Branch. Brian Branch is probably top 2 safeties in the league.
What about Hutch?
I think he's super overrated. I
my
watched.
God.
No. Listen, I watched all of his Michigan games. I just like, and they just like everywhere. I can't go to the freaking grocery store without 97 all over the place. I think he's great. People love him because he's a Michigan kid. Went to Michigan. His dad played at Michigan. He's from the state. Now he's the number 2 overall pick. But I think we're going to hide behind that injury last year after playing 2 shitty-ass teams the first couple of weeks where he had high sacks, but against a freaking third-string left tackle who didn't even finish the freaking league. I think this year when he comes back and he's not as healthy, people are going to be like, oh, it's because he's injured. No, it's because he was never that good.
What year is
Feels
he
like
on?
some Chicago. This feels like some Chicago
Yeah.
hatred.
A little bit.
Why would we let
Yeah,
this
that's
go on
It's
so,
what- it's
so
what
long
Vernon
when,
Hodgson-
when we know that's
we-
why?
We let him go on for.
It's
I
not
let him go on
Chicago
for 10.
hatred because I didn't talk anything about Green Bay except for I don't think Jordan Love's as good as Andrew thought he was. That's all.
I
My
found the
hatred
rant a
for
little
Detroit. is just because. Listen, guys, listen, this is for all those Lions fans out there, because I know there's some of y'all watching. You guys have sucked for years. You've had 3 years of freaking semi-success, and you walk around like you won 9 Super Bowls in the row. Shut up. Shut up. It would take you 13 straight years of beating the Bears both times to even tie the all-time record. Get out of here. Get out of here. You guys are trash.
I know Tom's saying this isn't biased. This is his real opinion. Tom is a Bears fan that lives in Michigan.
Yeah.
This is a biased opinion.
There's some hatred. There's a little hatred coming through here.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to digress so much. My bad. I hope that turns out in a year to actually be right, not wrong. So that way somebody just sends it to me randomly. I get a text message with that rant of stupidity.
Can't wait for it.
And again, the funny thing is, 7 isn't even that bad of a spot for them.
No, right. That's a good rank.
Yeah. All right. I am at 6 here. I have them at 12, but I think I have them.
Ooh,
Again, I think I have them too low. I would have bumped them over the Packers and I think the Niners at this point. I probably would have had them at 10 or 9. Broncos, yeah. Going Broncos. They probably have the best corner in the league, Surtain, right? They
Oh yeah.
have one of the best coaches in the league with Sean Payton. Bo Nix seems like he could be legit. They added some more pieces, and Evan Ingram, they're calling him maybe the Joker. We'll see. Yeah, RJ Harvey, they got the rookie running back that they got too. I like what they're doing there. Again, it reminds me a lot of like a Jim Harbaugh thing where he's building the team that he wants. He's trying to build that Saints team again, you know. We'll see if Bo Nix can be like a Drew Brees. But I like their team a lot. I'm curious to see where you guys had them. Is this kind of where you guys had them anyways at 6?
And 7.
I had him at 9, and that's just because besides Bo Nix, who's on that offense?
Cortland Sutton doesn't get the love he deserves. Man.
Cortland Sutton's a really
Cortland
good
Sutton's
receiver. Yeah. And like I said, RJ Harvey, the rookie
Guys,
back, they just got
we just sat there and talked about how bad that division is, and he's not popping off the charts, right?
And
Oh no,
they-
we're talking
no,
about
no.
how good the AFC
No,
West
that's a
was, right?
great.
Yeah, you're right. Right. My bad. But I just I think he's good. I think he'd be a 1 on a lot of teams, but I don't think he'd be a 1 on every team.
No,
That's
A
fair.
number one
he's not the
receiver.
best.
I had him 6. I had
Yeah.
him 6.
So
They
you had
go
him right there.
6. I think they're going to have the best defense in the league this year, pretty comfortably. Yeah, I mean, you look at Sean Payton's offense in New Orleans. He had a power back. He had kind of the scat back, whatever they call him nowadays. He had the quarterback he liked. He had an athletic tight end. He had a big wide receiver 1.
Yeah,
You
J.K.
know, look at what he's got
Dobbins,
now.
RJ Harvey, right?
So he's got his little thunder lightning there. He likes Knicks. We all heard that going into the draft. We thought it was crazy. Knicks was even going to go 12 or wherever the Broncos took him, and he stuck to it. And they got Sutton and Ingram. I mean, it's kind of building up to be New Orleans all over again. I mean, still you need Drew Brees, but I think 6 for that roster right now is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, for sure.
It might be high, honestly. I mean, what they finish last year? They just made the playoffs last year, right?
Yeah, they
were
ran
10 and
into
7.
a little buzzsaw in the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh.
But 10 and 7 for Sean Payton's first year and Bo Nix first year. Like that's pretty damn solid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree. That's why I think the Chargers and Broncos both on the rise, and it's going to be a competitive division.
Yeah.
All right. Michael, you got 5
We're in
and
the
4.
top 5, boys.
Yep. These are your last
And-
two
and-
picks, 5 and 4.
Oh yeah. This team snuck in to the top 5 for me. I have them at 8. We're going with the Rams
Mhm.
at number 5. When I did my rankings again, if you didn't listen to the first episode, I ranked offense 1 through 32, defense 1 through 32, and coach 1 through 32. Whoever had the least amount of points, that's how I ranked it. Obviously, the Rams got a boost because they have Sean McVay, right? In my mind, he was the second best coach in the league. If some people want to say at this point in the career he's better than Andy Reid, I think it's arguable, right? Not career-wise. I'm saying this year going in, it's arguable. They're both right up there as some of the best of all time.
I mean, he might be more in his
Uh,
prime right now. Than
that's
Andy,
what I
I
mean.
know.
obviously.
I know.
Yeah.
How can we say Andy Reid's going off 3 Super Bowls in a row, boys? Let's pump the brakes here.
He's pushing
Yeah,
70.
but he also has
McVay came out
Patrick
hot,
Mahomes.
but he sizzled.
I
Yeah.
love McVay. I agree,
Right.
second best coach in the league, but I don't think anybody should be able to make that
So,
argument.
Mike, I'm
Anyway,
curious
One,
because
two.
going
with
back
top here,
to
dude.
going back to you and I had talked like last week or whatever before the last pod.
Yeah.
You had the Rams a lot lower than this. You actually were like, "Why do you have them that high up?" And this is exactly where I had them at
Did
5.
I?
Yeah,
Remember. Yeah.
fraudulent.
I, well,
That's what
I
he
don't
is.
have them this high for the record. I don't have them at
Where do you
5.
have them?
I'm picking them because I have them 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have them lower. I think when we talked, they were right outside the top 10. But again, that was before I did any research. After my research, I put them a little higher. But no, I'm picking them at 5 because the Lions, the 49ers, and the Broncos were already gone. I do have them at pick 8, but I don't know. I think that every single year they're just that scrappy team.
They are.
And hopefully Stafford is a little healthier this year than he was last year. Last year the neck issue, right?
Well, he's
coming in,
already
so
his back's already bothering him. So
I know, but hopefully it's not the neck. And
they're saying
hopefully
Jimmy
he can-
G's
he
looking
can-
good though.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Better
Who's
backup.
after Matthew? Right.
Yep.
Jimmy
but
G.
I don't know. Yeah, I like the Rams. I just don't love them at 5. That's all.
All right, where did you guys have him, Andy
I had him 7.
and Tommy? Oh, sorry.
I had him outside the top 10. I had him at 11.
Wow.
By close, but the reason is, what is Matthew Stafford going to do? And you tell me your backup is an old-ass Jimmy Garoppolo, who's really been up and
Yeah.
down his whole career. So that's why. Right at the top 10, because the possibilities, the capabilities when Matthew Stafford is on and with the brain of Sean McVay, I think that's a great combination. Because once again, like we said earlier with Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers, that's a lot of football that they've seen, and one of them's got a photographic memory and can tell you what happened on Thanksgiving 2020, whatever. So I think that the possibilities there, but I just don't put a lot of faith in Matthew Stafford because I think he's just too old. And your backup's another old guy.
Could be the case. All right, so
No
this
one mentioned they also signed Devontae Adams. Let's not forget
another
that's a
old
pretty-
guy though. He's like
I
30.
don't.
Correct.
Yeah, but
I
he
like him.
hasn't
I
fallen
like him.
off.
I think the washed Devontae Adams things are a little.
Right.
Yeah, they're going a little too far. He's
No
gotta be-
Are
way.
people saying he's
why?
washed?
Why has he been
Yeah.
able to move from team to team to team? Why aren't people fighting to keep him?
What do you
Well,
mean? Because
because
if
the
he doesn't want to
Jets-
stay, he doesn't want to stay in the Jets.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to stay in Las
Yeah,
Vegas. He just
I
left.
think- Yeah, it might honestly
He's
be more
forced. He
him.
forced his
than
way
it
out.
is- Yeah.
And
Which-
you know what? That's not how NFL players operate, though. You
That-
offer them a big
that's-
ass contract, they're going to stay.
True, sure.
I just
mean,
don't
you're-
think
you-
anybody's
Are
offering
you gonna,
him
are you going to
because he's
offer
what?
a 30-something-year-old
Yeah, he's
receiver
33
a
years
4-year
old.
That's what
contract?
it is.
No,
Exactly.
No.
So
Why-
then you
but-
let him walk.
but why are you trying to tell me that it's getting crazy that he's washed? He's washed. He did
He's
nothing.
not washed. He's not.
All right.
No,
washed.
he had
What's
over
the last
1,000
time-
yards last year.
Give
Right.
me wash. What's his wash stat line? Stafford plays 15 games this year. Devontae plays all 15 with him.
Wash would be what he said Amon Ra's going to do. Wash would be
Yeah.
815.
I'm looking at nobody's looking at Devontae Adams as a burner, taking the top off the defense anymore. They're looking at him kind of like a Keenan Allen type of in between, get the ball, get open in the end zone, behind, run the smash concepts, that type of stuff. Nobody's expecting him. So my estimate for him is he's got to have a lot of touchdowns, many, many touchdowns. If he doesn't have more than 7, 10 touchdowns, that's a problem, especially if Matthew Stafford plays 15 games.
So if he goes 70 receptions for a touch over 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns, you're saying washed, terrible receiver, washed.
70 receptions for 1,000 yards, that's a good day. That's a good day.
Yeah.
But
That's
he's
what he
not
did
going
last
to do
Very
that.
possible.
I'll take
That's very
that
possible.
under. I'll take that under.
I'll take that over.
Okay.
All right.
They don't have to be these extreme bets, but
Right, yeah, we could just,
yeah.
agree to disagree.
That too. They don't all have to be bets. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Top 4. And I think we all have the same top 4. I'm thinking, right?
I got my
We all
top
did.
7, so I'm pretty happy. But
Yeah.
there we go.
All right,
Yeah,
Mike.
this actually is not my
Ah.
top 4. I'm picking my 5th team at
Oh.
4. I had the Lions at 4, if you remember, from
Okay.
when we did that. But I'm going with the Bills here. I'm going with the Bills at 5. When I did the ranking systems again, it's offense, it's defense, it's coach. When you look at the other teams in this top 10, they all have better coaches than what I think the Bills do. Right. I just think I have their coach at McDermott at 12 in the league. I think there's no other team in the top 10 outside of the top 10 when it comes to coaches. It makes that much of a difference. So that's why I put the other teams that are left, I have them above the Bills. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, I don't think he's. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they might have the best football player in the NFL in Josh Allen, and I think he kind
I'll
of
tell you
carries
what.
them.
Yeah, I 100% agree. The best football player, the person that can determine the outcome of a game more than anybody else in the league is Josh Allen.
Hmm.
But McDermott, if he could figure out a 2-minute offense, he would be a top 5 coach in the league. But every time I watch him in 2 minutes, it's bad time management. I just haven't seen anything other than that. Now, I don't watch as much as you do, Andy, so I don't see as every single 2 minutes. But when I do see it, he's blowing the game within 2 minutes.
Well, and the thing is, when you see it, it's a big game, probably too. You're not watching all the regular season games. You know,
I watch a lot of it because I have the ticket, so
Okay.
I watch a lot of it. But let Andy talk on that.
Yeah, I want to hear Andy's take.
No, I mean, I think the McDermott hate is, nationally is kind of justified because they've blown some big games in some stupid ways, but it's always on the defense. So the offense has always been fine. They're always in a position, either it's a missed field goal, come down. I mean, the disguised blitz there at the end of the Chiefs game to end the season last year is a little bit on JA for not seeing it, but it was disguised well. That's the only time I've seen the offense leave the field not in a position to win the game. So I can't blame McDermott there. But he's a
Kincaid had 2
defensive
hands
coach.
on that ball.
Yeah, he should have honestly Kincaid should cut the ball. But that's
Yeah.
neither here nor there. You guys are talking about, the Bills are 5 or 4 top. I don't think the Bills have much talent at all. I think if you look at that roster, they're not very talented. And then
I
you say
agree with that,
McDermott's
too,
McDermott's a barely top 12 coach. I just don't understand that kind of thought process. I don't see much skill anywhere.
I think that's the Josh Allen effect, though.
Yeah,
I think he does carry that team.
I think he, as Mike said, he affects the game more than any other player in the league. Sure, maybe Lamar is in that conversation, but it's coaching. I mean, they have their whole entire defense. Any player that they have that does well on their team, they get paid contracts, they got their booty everywhere else. He's a great defensive coach, and he's probably lucked out with JA here on the offense, but I strongly disagree with him not being a top 12 coach. I think that's fucking lunacy.
No, he is 12, so he is a top 12.
Top
But
11, top 10, I don't know, whatever.
where would you have him in ranking as coach? Because I'm looking at it, and there's no way he's top 5, right? We can't put him there.
I mean, I'm doing this off the top of my head.
His
but
camera just zoomed in on him. Did you guys see that?
He did, yes, dramatically.
Yeah, I did.
we know it's Reed McVay or 1-2. After
both
that,
Harbors.
I'll take John Harbaugh. Jim, I don't know if Jim's 4. I got to go run through coaches here.
No, I don't think he's 4, but I just named them both together.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton's 4 for sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Shanahan?
After that, I mean, what has Shanahan done? He's been gifted the most talented teams in the league
Right.
and
But
has
he's still-
done 1 or 2 Super Bowls, and Sean hasn't. But they neither one of them won them.
Yeah.
Neither one of them beat Mahomes.
Yeah.
So what does it matter?
He
to
still
me?
got
So,
further.
no.
Though. That's where I would.
Yeah, I don't know though. We're talking about talent. It's
So is
that
McDermott-
matters.
I don't know this, and I should. Is he a defensive minded or offensive minded?
Nah, he's a defensive guy.
Okay, that's what I thought. And you said the defense is what's bad, right?
No, I think the defense is what blows these big games, which is why everybody always talks about him being on the hot seat. And rightfully
Okay.
so. They're incredibly stupid moments, but he's also taking barely starter caliber players and ascending them to like top 5, top 7 defenses every year.
Okay, all right. You would know more than the rest of us on that.
Yeah, for sure. But are you
For the
all that
record,
being
I
said,
had him
4?
at 2.
I had him at 4.
So that's all.
I had him at 4.
I
I had him
So,
at 3.
um,
I'm sorry. I had him at 3. I had Bills at 3.
every piece of my fiber, my being wanted me to put them ahead of the Chiefs, and I just couldn't do it. Just beat them in the playoffs.
So you had him at 4? You had him at 4?
At 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to say one thing, Andy. I think the biggest pickup you guys had wasn't on the defensive side of the ball. It was the offensive side of the ball, Mr. Elijah Moore. I think he's going to be fantastic for you guys underneath, running from the slot. I think
I hope so. I
that's
hope you're right.
going to be great for you guys because now you got more options with quicker releases. So JA doesn't have to have an MVP season just to get you guys where you were last year.
Have you heard anything about
how
him
many-
in training camp?
Yeah,
Elijah
it
Moore?
doesn't seem like much is going on there. Seems
Okay.
like they're pretty. Their offense.
He's got to be like
starters seem
fifth
pretty
or sixth on the depth chart, I would say.
I think they do it by like outside inside. So he's second on the inside behind Khalil, but really that's Kincaid's on like the other slot, basically.
Yeah.
He's more off the line than he is on the
And
line.
then you
And
got
then
Coleman.
Is-
Palmer and Coleman on the
Yeah.
outsides.
Is Khalil missing time?
No, they said he should be good.
He's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Should be good for the start of the season. But yeah, I don't know. In reality, I know it's not my pick, but I wanted to put Kansas City down the line. I think this is a Kansas City regression year. I just can't. After the assault I've taken, I feel like a battered wife, dude. I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it, dude. I can't. They just have
No,
to be
he
top
loves
three.
me.
This is hard to do. I don't know.
I deserved it.
What
Jesus
sucks for
Christ.
you, Andy, honestly, being a Bills fan, is you have gone from 20 years of Tom Brady to now how many years of Patrick Mahomes?
I knew it was coming. I was trying to move on. I was trying to move
Well,
on.
I'm just
His
saying- no, I'm just
stupid
saying, like,
hat,
that's
his
what's
stupid
beating you
little
down.
hat, his stupid little smirk over there. I knew
That's
Brady
what's
was
beating you
coming
down.
up. God
Some
damn
way, somehow.
it. Move on.
All right. All right, I'm going Chiefs at 3. I had them at 4. I do think there's going to be a regression here with this team. I do think that there was at least 3 fraudulent wins they had last year. They have Andy Reid, they have Patrick Mahomes. They're going to be a top 5 team again, probably, just because of having those 2 guys.
Yep.
They also have probably a top 5 defense again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to keep them in all of these games, which is what happened last year, right? The offense actually kind of sucked last year, to be
Right.
honest. It was the defense that was keeping them in every single game, and Mahomes had to win at the very end of every single game with a field goal, and that's what kept on happening. They're going to regress. I had them at 4, like I said, but we'll throw them in here at 3. I don't know. I mean, did you guys have, nobody probably had them outside of the top 4 though, right? Just because
No,
of the
I
coach and
think-
quarterback.
Yeah.
I think we all had the same top 4 in some order.
I had him at 3.
You had them at 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Same. I don't know. I once again, I think they're for some reason like I can see Denver winning that division. I can see the Chargers.
I can
being
see
good.
exactly.
I can see some
it.
sort of falter in this
Yep.
Kansas City pyramid, especially after the fucking beating Philly threw him last year in the Super Bowl.
Kelsey's another year older.
And he's. I mean, you want to talk about washed? I would listen to that conversation more than I listen to the Devontae Adams one.
Yeah,
But
he's like 35, I think.
I don't know. Every time I went to put him at like 7 or 8, I just couldn't do it. I just could
I
not
do
do
think-
it. I tried to do it and I couldn't do it.
So they keep on saying they're going to like try to push the ball, and that's all I'm hearing out of Kansas City. Was nobody else hearing this? Like, I'm sure all the other teams are hearing this too. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to have 2 over the top every single time. They're never going to bring in anybody in the box against KC. You know, they're not going to let him do that. It's going to be a lot of dump offs to Kelsey again, and Kelsey doesn't have the speed anymore. Well, they did say he cut some weight though, so we'll see.
I do like Rashee Rice though. I think he was suspended how many games last year? 4 or 6?
No,
I
he
don't think he
wasn't
got
suspended.
suspended.
last
He
year.
hasn't-
This
he
year,
hasn't-
he's
he
getting
hasn't
get
either.
suspended.
suspended.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
going to
that's
get suspended
right.
this year.
He doesn't. Yeah, we don't even know if he's going to get suspended this year yet because they're letting the legal process play out and it hasn't. Nothing's happened yet.
Yeah.
So his suspension's still coming. He was hurt last year. He tore his LCL and had surgery.
Okay.
I think it was.
Okay. It was hurt, not suspended. All right. But I do like him coming back. I knew he missed time last year, but I do like him coming back as that, taking over that wide receiver 1 role.
Yeah, if he plays a good portion of the season, he was a stud last year for the first
Yeah.
like 5 games or whatever he played, 3 maybe even.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 or
Yeah, it
2,
might have only
2,
been-
2 and a quarter. I
But
don't think he
that
lasted
being
very long,
said,
but he was killing it. Yeah.
yeah, I'm a huge fantasy guy. You know, most of us are. He was, I think, the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy football for those 2 or 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
they're going to feed him the ball for sure when he's back. And I don't know, they have some weapons, but yeah, I think luck was on their side a little too much last year. That's all. And by
Reps,
luck, I
whatever.
mean like pinstripes is what I mean.
yeah.
All right,
All right,
Tommy,
Tom.
you're at 2.
You know,
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I want to, especially how he did me dirty with and got this whole Patriots Bears thing started. But what I cannot hate on is that defensive line is too dominant, so I had to rank them higher. So with my number 2 pick, I am taking the Baltimore Ravens here. I think you talk about elite defenses. That's going to be a pretty elite defense when you're going to, I think they have like 5 or 6 all pro at one time defenders on that defense. Like when we talk all pro, that's not the Pro Bowl. That's a fan vote. All pro is out of all 32 teams, not just your conference, not your division, the entire league, you're the best of the best at that position. And to have 5 of them, 5 out of 11 on defense is going to be absolute. Or I think, no, it's 4 on defense, 1 on. It's stupid what it is. So, and I do like the Harbaugh brothers. I think they're great. I think this could be a good opportunity for them. Everybody talks about Mahomes and JA after the MVPs, and they keep acting like Lamar Jackson doesn't exist. And I think he's going to sneak up on them this year and take them both out and go to the Super Bowl for represent the AFC.
I mean, he's so overdue. Him and Jay, though, they're both so overdue to just get over that hump. One of them's got bound to here in the next couple of years.
I hope it happens. I really do.
For either
Where
of
did
them.
everybody have the Ravens?
I had him at 2.
I had him at 1.
I had them at 1 too.
Oh, really?
I don't think I've ever seen a more talented roster coming into a season.
Same. Yeah.
I
Well,
can't believe how good they are. I really can't believe how good they are.
what the Ravens did
On
this
paper.
year is exactly what the Eagles did last year. They just stocked up and just had this super team to go in. Now, if it plays out like the Eagles did, then obviously it was worth it. But it can also play out like Chip Kelly's Eagles did, and it's a complete flop when people think it's going to be an all-star team. But on paper, it's just amazing the roster that they put together.
I don't know. I don't know how they got Malachi Starks in the first round. They just every year they just seem to like there's like this dude that slides, and he always just slides right into Baltimore. And they just
Right.
get the
Like Nate
best player in
Wiggins
the
last
draft.
year. Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Kyle Hamilton the year before. They just
Right.
slide in, and Baltimore's just like, oh yeah, we'll take the third best player in this draft at fucking 14. Like, it's I don't know. I don't know how it happens, but man, their roster
Every
is
year.
incredible. If them and the Bills switch divisions, and I'm saying this as a Bills fan, I'm not entirely sure Baltimore will lose a game this year. Dude, they might go
Right.
undefeated on paper.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What a good roster. And I guess, Mike, I'll let you talk about one because we're down to
No,
one.
you
I
your
mean, it's Philly.
pick. You
It's
talk
Philly.
about it. I just want to listen.
Philly's won. They deserve
It's
to
more
be
just a
here.
respect thing, to put him at 1.
I mean, they won the Super Bowl in dominant fashion. They have good young players all over both sides of the ball. I know they lost a couple people.
Yeah,
And who just got hurt? Did Jordan,
guard or something, right?
Did Lane Johnson just get hurt?
No, it
Landon-
wasn't Lane Johnson. it was the
Landon
other
Dickerson.
side.
It's Landon
Landon
Dickerson.
Dickerson, the
He
guard.
is not as bad as we thought it
Yeah.
was going to be when he got carted off the field, but he is going to miss a little bit of time. So nothing that's going to hinder them come playoff season.
All right, talk defensive line retirements. I can't remember who retired. Is it Brandon
Brandon
Graham?
Graham retired.
and
Josh
Fletcher.
Sweat
Josh
went to the Cardinals, and Milton Williams went to the Patriots. So they
Yeah,
lost big.
that's a lot
pieces
in the D-line,
on that
yeah.
D line.
Yeah.
But I mean, they still have
Which
Jalen
is what
Carter, obviously.
dominated the Super Bowl, by the way. Like that's
Correct.
a big
And
reason
Jordan-
why they won that Super Bowl.
Jordan Davis lost 30 pounds going into the season.
Second
That's
in
right.
line.
I
Move
saw
at
that.
350.
Yeah,
So-
he's a fast big dog.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So looking forward to that.
So why? I'm more curious as to why you had him at 2. Then was it just because of the lost pieces there?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
I just meant.
Did
Mike,
you have him at
sorry,
2
Andy.
too?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, my bad. Andy, you can answer. This is your
No, it's your
pick.
team.
You
Go,
answer it.
go.
I was just gonna say they lost pieces on defense. They lost Josh
Yeah.
Sweat, Brandon Graham, CJ Gardner Johnson, Darius Slay, right? They still have young talent to pick it up. They still have Nolan Smith coming up now. They still have Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell and all these pieces. But when you get rid of that many veterans, it's gonna add up eventually. So I think
Mike-
their defense still good, but not that good.
You're plugged in, right? You're following their training camp and stuff pretty closely.
Yeah.
I spoke really highly of their draft pick, Campbell out of Alabama. Do you remember that when
Paris
we had our
Campbell.
thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Jihad.
How's
Jihad.
Jihad
Oh, yeah,
Campbell?
Paris
Yeah.
is the
Jihad Campbell.
wide receiver.
How's he doing? What are you hearing from Camp?
From Campbell or in general?
The silence.
camp? Like, what are they saying? Like, because I know when I listen to
they
Bears, they
saying
talk
anything
about
good about him?
Colson Loveland
Yeah.
and that he's going to be great. What are they saying about Campbell? Because I stuck my neck out for that guy. I just hope he
Yeah,
does.
I think you called him Fred
I don't
Warner.
know. I'm hearing that he looks like an all-star, that he looks unbelievable, that he should have been picked a lot sooner than he was. But I don't believe any of it yet.
You mean
Because
like Fred
Yeah.
Warner?
yeah, maybe. I just don't. I know. I'm hearing all the things that you were saying. I just don't believe it until I see it on the field. They said that about Joe Milton, and then he went his preseason game and shit the bed.
It's true. It's true.
All right, let's end on a fun note here. Let's end with Super Bowl predictions. Want to?
Yeah. All right.
Fair.
Now, are we doing what our hearts say or what our brains say?
You do whatever you
Whatever
want.
you want
Do
to
whatever
be
you want.
forever
Sure,
ingrained.
sure,
All
sure.
right,
It's
all
your
right.
choice, Tom.
Yeah. All right.
Do whatever you want. We'll start. Mike, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah,
What's-
I think mine's no surprise.
What is the Super Bowl
Eagles,
and who
Ravens.
wins? Eagles, Ravens.
Eagles, Ravens, and the Eagles go back to back.
Okay. Andy, who you got?
Buffalo going through murderer's row to take out the fucking Rams, dude. They're beating McVay. I don't know. They're beating McVay in the Super Bowl. There we go.
Tommy, who you got?
I'm gonna go same skill as Mike. I'm going Philly versus Baltimore, but I got Baltimore coming out with this one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll go Ravens, Rams, and I'll say Ravens.
Wow.
Bill's the only team to get
Jeez.
picked once, so now I feel confident that they have a shot.
Listen,
Yeah, there you
my
go.
heart wants to go against them, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Buffalo Detroit Super Bowl. This place
It's
between
what I wanted last year. think a lot
Michigan,
of
Amon
people-
Ra coming
Ohio,
off an
New
1,800
York.
yard
Oh
receiving
my
year.
God.
No, he's coming off an 830-yard receiving year,
Oh,
That's right.
and they're gonna make the
He's gonna
Super
hit
Bowl.
849, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
dance, baby.
Okay.
None of us picked the Chiefs, and I think that's concerning.
Disrespectful. Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
No, it's
four in a row.
not.
Who goes to 4 in a row?
It's fatigue, Mike. All
And
this is
loses.
fatigue. You know,
They're on
again,
their way down.
I mean, people started picking against the Patriots a long time ago.
Ah.
So I can say it. I can say it. Who's that? Who is that guy? Max Kellerman on First Take.
we
I
gotta
think
talk
yeah.
about the Patriots. Your team stinks. Nobody cares. We're talking
Yes,
about the Super
stink
Bowl.
but for some
We're
reason,
not
they're
talking
better
about
than the
team that's in
Bears.
21. All right.
first of all, we're not talking about this year's Patriots. We're talking about the dynasty that was.
I feel like we were ranking 32 for this
This is-
season. Did I?
This
did
is
I
the
do it
time
wrong?
of the. This is the
Did it
time of the podcast where I'm playing the music right now in the background. Come on, wrap it up, Doug. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it
All
up.
right, we went too long. All right, guys. So for Mike, Andy, Tommy, I'm Doug. We'll see you next time. Later.
Peace.
Hey.